Good evening, everybody, and welcome to round 9 of the OCE Racing League. It's Tier 1 here in Melbourne. It's the final round of the week, of the year, I should say. Not even of the year. Wow, got this wrong all from the beginning. We're here at Albert Park for the last race of the season. A great track here. 16 turns. One of the longer tracks, but not, as long as Belgium, which we had last week, but very tricky track indeed, and I'm sure all the drivers are very excited for it. We have Jules, I believe, who's taking us on a hot lap here. Oh, this is the Belgium one, so I've mucked that up. Never mind. Last week's standings or results from Belgium saw a bit of a topsy-turvy bit of results. We had Moggs in P2, Zox with the race win, Oreo, who made an appearance in Tier 1, who's just won himself Tier 2, rounding out the podium, Belgium, and Jules falling down to P5. And of course, the standings. Oh, that looks horrible. This is not how I set this up at all. But anyway, we can fix this real quick. We've got Jules leading the way by 6 points, Moggs behind in P2, and Zox P3. All the title contenders left for the race today. I'm joined in the studio today by Oreo and Chris Mania. Welcome to both of you.
Hello. Hello.
Are we both well?
We are pretty well.
That's good. Pretty well. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
So,
are you pretty
Oreo,
well after Tier 2?
No, we don't talk about what I did in Tier 2.
Okay.
Let's talk about what you did in Tier 2 real quick, which is... was that your first race win for Season 3?
No, Brazil.
Brazil?
Remember Brazil?
I don't remember.
You went long and I went early, and we had a little battle for a brief moment on track.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
I think provisionally that secures you third. I don't think I can catch you now. It was tight coming into it, 2 points. And you took the lead in qualifying, as Reese is starting the first hot lap of the day. So, the viewers may notice that we have a missing car. Is Tio already out? What has happened there? Is he just not in? Confusing. Anyway, there's a name missing.
I do believe he is trying an interesting strategy.
I see. Okay. I'm sure you can fill us
it's
in
more
later.
Interesting than I thought I was told, but it's an interesting strategy.
So, someone who's missing from this list is Moggs. Moggs could not make it today, which means Jules just has to kind of finish the race. It may
F's in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, I saw F's in the chat everywhere. It's a real
F's
shame.
in the chat for Moggs.
We were building it up at the end of last week, weren't we? We were really excited about it, and unfortunately,
we were positioned for a fantastic last race, honestly, and it's pretty rough that he isn't able to make it. Even for Jules, I reckon Jules is probably pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I
Bit
mean,
of a not like this kind of moment.
and Reese just invalidating on their first lap. We'll shift over to the next person who's coming across the line. No, he's on an out lap. Connor Quirk. Now, who's Connor Quirk meant to be? Is this Zox? Got a couple of name changes today.
Yes, I believe Zox
it does
has
look like
become
Zox's car.
Connor.
I think Jules said that he has to finish 5 places. No, Zox has to finish 5 places in front, and then Zox could very well win the championship.
So, I want to put this to you guys as Connor Quirk, aka Zox, puts in a 19.943, which I think is faster than your pole lap, right, Maria? Was that pretty close?
Yeah, it does look pretty close. I think it actually could be the same time. Exactly.
Exactly.
I was in the 40. I was in the .94s. I'm pretty sure.
Wow, that would be interesting. Zox gets out of the way real quick for who's that on top of him? P3, was that Matty Man? Anyway, we're welcoming back Sex as well, which is great. It's had a bit of a hiatus from the tier, so great to welcome him back. Josh Harris. This car here is off track.
That was previously Sir Joshy, I believe.
Previously Sir Joshy. Now I want to put this to. Are they playing a 1-2 game to try and help Zox be in the best position to win this race?
Cool. It'd be pretty spicy if that was the case.
Are they trying to do something? So you see Josh Harris has gone out on a medium outlap, a sighter. He's come back in. And Connor Quirk has done his first lap on the soft. So I put it to you that these two have got plans for a bit of teamwork. What do you think about that?
Well, they have to be fast enough to keep up with Jules if they're going to have any effect. That's the first challenge in and of itself.
We go on board with Espec, who's on his hot lap at the moment. 17 drivers today, which is really cool. Is Tiho planning the Guackle challenge, 17th to 1st? Which obviously
possibly.
I didn't actually do.
You were close, weren't you? Where did you finish?
I finished 7th, and I was probably about 15 seconds behind 6th.
Still pretty good. Kiwi put in some good time. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him. He's been putting in the practice. I reckon he can definitely go quicker than that.
Jules on his second lap on the mediums. Does not improve. So Jules looking to try and do something interesting. Peanuts is invalidated. What about Reese? Where are you, Reese? Oh, Reese just went P3. Just as I tried to click on him. Who else is
I love that
there?
livery. Wolfman.
That's the Australian one, right? Yeah?
It is goddamn Australian.
J Rocket, unfortunately, invalidating. So there's a few invalidations out there. So
Easy
far.
to do.
It is very easy to do.
Joe in the pits. Peanuts, does he have enough to go again? Is he pushing now? He does look like he's pushing. Stay on board with Peanuts. Maybe abandoned early enough to do this back to back. So how'd the tyre strategy go for you, Oreo? What can you bring to the table? What are some of these guys trying to do, and what did you do in Tier 2?
Well, soft hard works very well. I will say that. I'm not quite sure. I think soft medium, Kiwi did a pretty good stint on his softs last race, but there's a lot of different options the drivers can do.
I saw Zarko backing his Tier 2 performance out with another one in Tier 1. He said his softs went 16 laps.
Yeah, crazy.
That's mental. How do you do that? This Peanuts goes P5. Great job, Peanuts, into the 120s.
I think Zox last season did a hard to soft stint.
He did,
which is
because we had a wet qualifying, I believe.
Yeah.
At least that was Tier 2, I think.
Yeah, Tier 2.
For his championship winning race. So Zox, having won the championship in Tier 2, had some sporadic performances in Tier 1, same as what we've kind of seen from Wolfman, who I believe has at least tentatively claimed the title for Tier 2, as J-Rocket goes P4 with a 120.5. Great lap there. And so, yeah, Zox is in the hunt. Connor Quirk in the hunt. I think he's about to come out. They're getting ready. Have we got the timing right? No, never mind. I tried.
Close.
So it looked like there was a couple of people moving in the. He was. Look,
yeah.
Look. There. He's coming.
There he
look. Yeah, look. I did get it right. But anyway, I thought so.
Good eye.
Don't know how I spotted that. Here's Kiwi. And is this starting a hot lap? Let's go on board with Kiwi. Had his best performance, I think, in any of the races just gone in Tier 2. And he's feeling it. He had a bit of a bad run with a number of DNFs. And I think he felt like he turned the corner at Belgium in Tier 1 last week. So great to see for Kiwi.
I also get the sense that this is a bit of a track where some of the faster guys are struggling, and some of the guys that have been lower in the standings are really kind of finding their footing, right?
Well, Connor
Very
Quirk,
easy to make a mistake.
Connor Quirk in P1 with a 19.9 says that your theory is busted, but you've
Wackle,
got
just on that pole position in Tier 2 was a 19.946.
Oh, who said
Me.
So 3,000ths of a second quicker.
Yeah, crazy.
Zox getting out of the way there. Connor Quirk. Sorry, Connor. I wonder if that's a permanent name change or just a one-off for the race this week. Oh, Kiwi loses it. Oh, he was looking so good. And he kicks the bollard out of the way just for good measure.
Look at it go.
Alright, so Zox, Connor. Going for another one. He's back out on the softs. Can he improve? Oh, he's looking like he's pushing off the bat. I love this guy's setup. I use his setup in Tier 2, and it's just so fiery. It's tricky, but it just lets you attack. So it's a bit slower in the straight line, but these corners, if you just absolutely go for it, you come out helter-skelter. Down into Sector 2. How's it looking so far? He does not look like he's improved. Oh, he has improved, actually, but just not purple. So far, improving on his time. It's actually P3, Reese, who's got the fastest first sector.
Did.
Not fastest in Sector 2. Did not improve. But it's looking close. So depending on his Sector 3 time, if he can really... Oh, so close to getting an invalidation there, but he manages to keep it clean. That one looks really good. Second last corner, the left-hander, really tricky corner. Catches people out all the time. And let's see if he can go any faster. He does! A 19.610. So well done there, Connor. Who else is moving at the speed of light? Anybody? We've got Espec coming across the line. Improves into P10 as Peanuts is disqualified.
What happened there?
Good job, Peanuts. Who knows?
I think he might have been the wrong way around, down the back straight. Perhaps he reversed on track trying to correct himself.
Oh, Josh Harris, just as we go aboard with him, has spun around the second last corner. We've seen a couple of drivers do that so far. Be careful there, Josh Harris. You're going backwards on the track.
Driving a long way backwards.
I know, that's
making me
dangerous.
nervous. And into the pits. Well, he's done well to navigate that.
Yeah. Unfortunate. But he's sitting pretty well in P4. So, Jules, I guess the talking point so far, what was the stat you had before from him? What did he's crunched the numbers, Oreo, and he said where he needs to finish to win. Oh, big spin from Confirmed! He's lucky to still be alive after that. Only a little bit of wing damage. That's a big spin. Oof. Sorry, go ahead.
I believe Kiwi's on the fast lap. He's on the quick lap. Yeah, I think Jules said that he needs to finish. If Zox finishes 5 places ahead of him, Zox could take the championship.
Well, it's currently 8 or 7 places, depending on how you do maths.
Massive difference. So that is Zox with the Connor Quirk.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's really interesting a lot. I don't know if Jules is just trying to feel it out so far. But yeah, I mean, as it stands, Zox is going to lift the trophy. How?
There's a long race to go still.
I mean, yeah, we've still got 29 laps ahead of us with 3 minutes left in qualifying. Oh, I Love Controller must have decided he's not doing this lap and gets out of the way. We were on board with I Love Controller. Let's go on board with Reese, who's flying. Reese probably didn't have the best start to his career in OCE Racing League, but we have heard good things about his pace here at Australia, so he's certainly delivering so far in P3. Oh, big cut there.
Don't invalidate his lap.
Massively, yeah, of course. I mean, how can you not? With how much he cut that one.
Oh, you can never be too sure. I didn't quite catch it, but you can sometimes you can get away with more than you think sometimes there.
Yeah, interesting.
Because as long as once you cross over with your rear left, if your front left touches the
Yeah. If you've already come out the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's tricky. So maybe that's what he's looking for.
Very fine line.
That knife edge.
I think Sex is about to start a hot lap.
We're on board with the man himself. It's a nice little livery there. I like that. Nice colourful one. Zox is coming out to do another one. Alright, let's go on board for this one. It's been a shame we haven't had more of Sex in the league. He's a really quick driver. I've missed him. So it's great to have him back. What do we think? Is he on his wheel or on his controller? Because he did purchase a wheel.
Controller.
Alright. He looks pretty tidy on it. It's very smooth. Very smooth, although that might have been the distinct. You get those little like janky bits where they kind of go, you know, when they move a little too much one way on the controller. But it's very smooth. There's a whole thing to it, the controller, that I will never understand. J Rocker, in the meantime, has gone faster than Sex, but we'll see what Sex can do here. He's looking pretty tidy so far. He's got the purple first sector. Second sector was a little slower. Let's see what he can do. He crosses the line and goes faster. Yes, he does. Back into P2. 7.64. A great lap there. What do we have on the main straight? That was Wolfman just going faster. Josh Harris improves into P3. Great one there. Zox starting a new one, so we'll come back to him. I love controller. Down in P14. We know he's got pace. See if this can improve. He's green across the board. Where does he go? No faster yet. Okay. Alright, who else is coming across the line now? P7 into P6. That was Matty Man. Didn't quite get a chance to get on board with him. We'll go on board with Kiwi, who's about to start a lap. Confirmed he's on his out lap, so he'll start soon. Who's P8? Jules. Alright, let's get on board with Jules. Because this is probably the most crucial qualifying lap that Jules is going to do in some time. If he wants to hold the trophy at the end of today, he's got to do part of it right now. He's got to get a little closer and make the job a little easier. Keep an eye on whether or not Zox can improve. He's gone green in Sector 1, but he's slower in Sector 2. Oh no! Jules is invalidated already.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay. Well, P8 is as high as he can start.
Kiwi looks like he's on for a flyer.
Can't just go faster? He did. 1:19.5.
5.44. Wow. I love controller has invalidated. Unfortunate for him. It's P6. Matty Man. Can he go any faster? 22 is pretty quick. And he stays on a 22. Kiwi, the next across the line.
This is looking quick.
Currently P11. 21.4. Jumps a couple of spots. Yeah, that's great. It's a 7/10 improvement there from Kiwi. Well done. Been a P9.
And quicker than his Tier 2 lap.
Last corner right now. That's a bot who's behind him. Anyone improve? It's confirmed who manages to secure P10. Nice one there. So Jules, I don't know what's the deal there. No, he's invalidated. Right. Okay, so it's the only. Yeah. So that's it. That's how they stand. Tiho has improved from last to second last without doing a lap. Is that the magic strat here today?
That was cold.
Unfortunate for Peanuts. So there's a couple of quick drivers at the back here. Wobble Candy, I Love Controller. I mean, let's face it, this is a very quick tier from top to bottom, so it's not hard to fall back. The gap, can we get the gap? Yeah, here we go. So between first and Jules is 1.1 seconds, but it's only 0.2 separating the top 3 and 0.4 to the top 4. It's pretty quick.
You love to see it.
And Joe, a bit slower than what he's capable of for sure. So yeah, plenty of drivers out the back there who aren't looking like they've put in their best session. I know all too well what that feels like. So Zox / Connor Quirk rounding it out the start of our qualifying session for the last race of the season at Australia with a 19.544. Nice time there. And that gets him 3 points. And Sex with, I'm not sure if it's his first outing in Tier 1 this season, but feels like it. With 2 points on the board straight away. And Josh Harris, aka Sir Joshy, who was one of our title contenders last season in his first race in Tier 1, with P3 and 1 point off the bat. So, my friends, Aurea, Chris, what are we looking out for in this race as we go to the formation wrap? Wrap? It's a formation wrap. So you got to wrap whatever you're about to say.
No.
No, you're not going to wrap whatever you're going to say?
No, I'm physically incapable.
Just going to read.
So, I mean, obviously, we're going to be watching where Connor can end up relative to Jules. That's going to be the number one most interesting situation during the race, right?
For sure.
Definitely.
We've got the standings here for you. Nice and clear. So the point difference, what is it? 437? Quick maths. 37 points.
Not a lot.
And of course, it's 60 points for a win. And Zox has already picked up 3 points. So I guess that gap is now 34 points. So
Close down a bit.
If Zox wins this, which, you know, from the start, he's looking like he's a good chance. Jules needs to finish roughly around P7, P6.
Biggle's pretty keen that Zox is going to take the win.
Well, if he's going to do it, it'll be some story.
Oh wow!
It's pretty good odds of it, honestly. He's had a great showing so far.
I mean, if it finishes as it is right now, that's it. Like, he's got it. So Jules really needs to make a couple of early moves. And
you know, though, that Jules is going to do
I know. I was about to say, like, what? How long does it take Jules to make his first move? Because he's just so... Impatient's the wrong word, but...
I reckon about 5 meters.
It's not impatience, is it? But it's like... Excuse me. It's like a form of impatience where he has to go now.
Certainly aggression.
Yeah.
Very aggressive driver, that one. Not one you like to have behind you.
Determined. Yeah, no, when I was still learning how to race, if I saw Jules behind me, I just moved over. I really did. He's just too scary. It's really difficult. I'm going to get rid of this and clean the board up a little bit so we can keep our eye on the start. So, let's have a quick look at the tyres. Everyone from 13th down is on the alternate strategy. Predicted stops for the front runners. That's interesting. Yeah, so you got confirmed Joe and Zarko. Confirmed would be on his qualifying tyres, wouldn't he? But Joe and Zarko outside Peanuts and Spectre.
What happened?
They must have just come together at the back. But those two on fresh softs, so they might be able to get, maybe a spot or two off the bat. We'll have to see. But everybody else at the back of the field on the alternate strategy, and Tiho on the hards, which has worked well before. Some of our other drivers will clear this. The lights go out. We wait a couple of seconds. We hear them revving, and they're away. Zox leading them off. We haven't had any moments just yet. It's looking pretty clean into turn 1. Let's see what happens.
Oh, they've touched.
Kiwi has come together. Oh, who's this in the background? Jules is up a couple of spots already, though. And Connor Quirk is away. Tiho has jumped up into P10. Someone's gone wide there. Who's that? It's Josh Harris. He'll have to concede the
Kiwi's
spot.
taken the place back from Tiho.
Jules up into 5th. All right, this is much
There you
better
go.
from Jules. So that's... If he can hold this, he'll clinch the title, but it doesn't look like he's in a mood to hold anything. And who else has moved? So Sex, unfortunately, caught up in the midst of all of that, fallen right to the back.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, he's probably got
Yeah.
damage, or is that Wobble Candy who maybe has damage? Candy, another one
Wobble Candy.
suffering. Let's have a look at some of these guys. Wobble. No, that's not Wobble. Wobble Candy.
No, he looks alright.
It looks good. How about Sex, who's back in the mix? Might have just had a moment. He's trying to pick up some spots and recover the race. Oh, there's an incident in the back there. Peanuts forced wide potentially. Has he got damage? He doesn't. Geez, there's some scrapping going on at the back, but these are all very quick drivers, so this is potentially some really good racing all over the
Kiwi
place.
going for a move on Zarko.
Kiwi,
He
where
does.
is he?
Oh. There you go.
Side to side, they should be familiar with each other from racing in Tier 2.
Three-way battle.
Confirmed.
Oh,
Almost collecting both of them in that one move. Wow. It's like that all for him.
It's looking pretty good so far. So this is going to be some great racing.
Oh.
Oh, so that's happened. It's Josh.
Who's that?
Josh Harris. Something's happened there. So he's a little rusty.
That was almost a disaster. Luckily, he managed to stop his car on the dirty side of the track, get off the racing line.
And Jules trying to catch up with J Rocket. Oh, Jules has had a moment. He's DNF'd.
Oh
Jules
my
is out of the
God.
race. Oh no,
No.
Jules.
oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
Oh, what has happened?
That.
Safe? Is it a virtual? Oh, I tried to move my
Oh
mic because
my
that was.
gosh.
Oh, that's heartbreak for the man. Oh no.
What?
Oh
What
no.
happened? What
He
did
lost
he do?
it.
Did
I
you
think
catch
it was
that?
turn. Yeah, I think it was turn 12, which is one of those spots where you lose it out a little bit, and
Is that where you
hit the
lost
wall.
it?
Exactly where I lost it as well. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
God.
common
Connor in the
place.
pits.
Connor onto the hards. Oh wow. Well, the one thing that Jules could
Jesus.
not afford to have happen to him is to
That
DNF.
is,
So as
that
it
is
stands,
insane.
oh,
Zox,
Zox Connor is in a fantastic position.
Tiho and Specs have made up massive positions. And dead last, basically.
Yeah,
Up into 5th and 6th.
the alternate
Crazy.
strategy paying dividends. I Love Controller and Josh Harris both
Crazy.
in the pits, maybe for wing changes. Oh, Jules. Oh, so gutted. Can you imagine?
Holy cow.
Now, this is potential for a commentator's curse right here, but imagine if Zox DNFs. Moggs isn't here. Zox DNFs. Jules wins by default.
Boo.
It's not what we want, but it's possible.
Biggest of technicalities.
So right now, all right, let's just do the quick maths. Connor Quirk is in 10th. Chris, can you tell me how many points 10th is worth?
In 1 second.
And we'll have a look. I mean, he's the first of the stoppers. You know, he was in P1. He saved a little bit of time during that virtual safety car. It was very clever of him. Not a full safety car, but... Oh, and we got Reese Harris, who's all over the back of him, making a move. But that's probably just down to tyre difference. Reese Harris on the softs.
So
Ooh.
10th to maybe now 11th. 11th is worth 15 points.
Okay, so he's still got work to do.
But he's halfway
Specs
there
had a moment
almost.
with Specs.
Indeed.
Specs went off the track.
How many points did you say he needed?
I think it's 34.
If it's 34, then 5th will be enough.
All right. Because he's got
he's
3
looking
points.
for 5th or above.
He's got 3 points from qualifying. Let me just get the. Let me get that actual maths. Let's not guess. It's not hard to get a calculator out, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, 34 points. He needed 37. He picked up 3 points for getting pole. And his target is 5th. He's currently 11th. Let's have a look at Joe, who's on the back of Sex, who's also on the back of Tiho. Bit of tyre difference there. There's a couple of wobbly cars coming around. There's such a tricky set of corners. The slow turn 15 and 16, like, it can go, so it feels terrible to get it wrong there as well.
Oh, it's so slow even when you get it right, you know?
Yeah, and then when you go round, it's like the slowest spin that you'll ever have.
Yeah. And it's usually you're spinning onto the start-finish straight.
Oh, there's a spin from Kiwi. As Sex and Tiho are battling it out. He tries to get out of the way. He was spun on the racing line, and he reset to try and move out of the way immediately. So quick thinking from Kiwi.
Good leaving room there. Very tight, but oh my gosh, there's basically 3 wide.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, they've touched. Oh no, Kiwi's in the wall. Joe, oh no. Oh, the action is coming left, right, front, center. What happened there? Poor Kiwi.
So unfortunate.
There may have been a bit of contact from Joe. How is he looking? Right end plate is gone. He doesn't look very quick. Kiwi's going to need to box and get on those hards. But he knows he can go to the end now if he boxes now. So that's not...
He very well does. He's practiced for this.
He has.
Kiwi
He was telling me during the
for
week.
this.
That's it. I think he said he did it on lap 1 and he made it to the end.
Yeah, yes he did.
So he knows that it's not all gone yet. Has he pitted yet? I don't think he has. No, he hasn't. All right. So a bit of a problem, but Kiwi can recover from that. Sex now chasing confirmed. Reese gets past S-Spec. And of course, because of that moment from Kiwi, that promotes Zox. Zox up into, or Connor up into P10. Sex all over the back of confirmed. Such a tricky spot
had
here.
An incredible race to get from P10 to P3.
That's it. He's just stayed clean, stayed out of the drama.
And it looks like it's worked for him.
Well, we would love to see confirmed pick up a top 10 today.
Yeah.
He's had a horrible run of just not really finding his way into the track, and he's looking good so far. So hopefully that continues.
Although confirmed is dropping from Wolfman and J-Rocket, there's nearly 8 seconds between P2 and P3 already. Just 6 laps in.
From Sex on the inside. I think he's going to manage to get it. They go side by side again. Oh, I've lost confirmed. Where's he gone? Oh, there. Okay, he's okay. He's okay.
He was holding his ground.
He's okay. There's a bit of panic.
Bit of great driving from the pair of them there.
All right, here's this train. They'll all have DRS, except for confirmed, who's just going to be a sitting duck. Or did he lose out the spot early enough? Oh, Tiho picks up a 3-second penalty. You could see it. We were on board with him as he went off the track. And he doesn't have DRS. Interesting. So he must not have caught up till after that corner. Joe now on the back of Tiho. Tiho closing in confirmed, and confirmed doing his best to stick with Sex. As Sex is on a mission to now catch Wolfman. So far, guys, so much action.
Yeah. I mean, far out. Lap 7 already.
So Reese pitted under the VSC and he's back up into 7th. That is pretty incredible on brand new softs as well, 4 laps old. So
yeah, he came out behind Connor and just surged ahead with those softs.
Yeah,
but obviously he'll need to pit again because I think he started on the softs.
Yeah.
So he'll need to
hard
push.
Yet Tiho on the hards up into 6th place. He's holding on to Joe and confirmed.
I think actually they just swapped. I think Tiho was ahead of Joe.
He was another yellow flag.
I think that's Wobble
Josh or
Candy?
Wobble Candy.
Looks like Wobble. He's staying on board with Connor on the broadcast as he's chasing down S-Spec, who also is chasing down Peanuts, and they both have DRS. So Connor will need to be patient here. Wobble Candy into the pits, so he's obviously had an issue. That's a shame for Wobble. Is that his first or second stop? That's just his first, so not all lost.
Oh, someone sideways. Who's that?
That's confirmed.
Confirmed. No, confirmed.
I think you had a belated curse there on him, didn't you?
Ah. You just
you
hate it. You hate it.
Damage there.
I'm
unplayed
sorry.
damage.
It's my fault, confirmed. As Connor picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh, S-Spec there, getting a little wobbly. Through comes Connor. Takes advantage of that. To turn 11 and 12. This is where Jules lost it. Into the wall on the right there.
Speaking of, I've just seen him join the audience of the chat. We can bring him in and have him tell us what happened.
Well, if he's keen to, I don't want to put him on the spot.
Feel free to jump in, Jules.
Yeah, you know you can. Wobble Candy picking up a time penalty. So, Jules, I think I just heard you. What happened, my friend? What happened?
I must have touched the grass on the edge of turn 12, and I just couldn't stop the car in time.
Yep. Well, you did stop the car with the help of the wall. But, yeah.
Before the wall, I meant.
That's just shattering, mate. That's terrible. So, are you sitting... What are you doing now? Are you, like, doing some kind of rain dance?
I'm watching Connor quirk and praying that he's hitting someone or makes a mistake.
Well, he's about to make a move on Peanuts. Let's see if he can get the job done. So now are you calling Peanuts? Are you asking him, Peanuts, get the elbows out, do me a solid?
Well, look, so long as Connor finishes below 5th, I still win it. He's got to finish below 5th, unfortunately.
It's a yellow at Sector 1, I think it's confirmed again. It is. It's all my fault, confirmed.
So
I'm sorry.
I'm just more shattered because I've been so good through turn 11 and 12 all weekend and all week.
It's such a tricky corner. It's so hard to get right, and it's probably the easiest spot to lose out. If you're gonna die on this track, that's probably the most likely place you're gonna do it.
Kind of just made the move on Peanuts there.
Indeed.
I'm just more shattered after my start. I went from 8th to 4th, and
incredible start.
I'm just upset.
I can imagine. Well, don't feel like you need to stick around, but if you'd like to, you're more than welcome, my friend.
I'll be in and out.
Sounds
good.
It depends on how well Connor goes.
There'll be some colourful language.
He's just...
he's gone off the track! Just as
gravel.
we seen him, he was up in a P6.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was desync. It was desync.
That?
He just drove off the side. It's like the bot.
Yeah, that was strange.
So
it's like he's listening to us.
Why is it doing this to me?
He's just messing with us.
That's amazing.
Oh no.
And he's still squarely in 6th. Yep. One short position away from victory.
Yep, so Sex is pitted and come out on the hards after 9 laps. And he's come out in P10. S-Spec closing down Peanuts. Wolfman, we were checking in with Wolfman before. He was closing down J-Rocket, but J-Rocket's doing really well to hold him off so far. We've seen how quick Wolfman can be. And into the pits comes Wolfman. So one of the late soft pitters. Lap 11, he'll probably go the mediums, but we do know he's a fan of the hards, so anything's possible. Spec goes wide as he's chasing down Peanuts.
He's on the mediums, Wolfman.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, because lap 11 on those softs, especially if you qualified on them, like you're really pushing them. You're on the edge. So if you've done that, you got to anticipate they're trying to make the soft medium work. Because otherwise you just box it like, lap 7, 8 on the softs and pop the hards on, and you're all sitting pretty.
So looking retrospectively at the last race, what do you think was the strategy to go with?
What did Oreo do? No, I think...
Yeah, I mean, you can go that way, but it's a little bit different for everyone, right?
I think Mad Dog and myself were both on the medium soft strat, and we both made up tons of places. Like, I made up 10 spots, and I had damage for the first 18 laps. So I still think that's the strat to go here. The soft medium can work, but there's someone that spun on the straight. It's J-Rocket. He's gone into the wall. Does he have a puncture? Whoa! What's happened to him? He's very slow. He's got wing damage.
Doesn't seem to have a puncture.
I
Could have just dropped it out of that last corner, like we've seen so many people do this weekend.
Yeah, he dropped it pretty
Struggling
bad.
under braking now.
Straight into the wall. Yeah, the tyres don't look okay, but
his wing looks more or less okay too, but he'll be feeling that damage.
He's lost his right end plate, so that's a
shame.
Has he? Yeah, absolutely.
There he is. Okay. Yep, never mind.
So he's lost out there. He was sitting in P1, yet to box, and spun it at turn 16 after going past the pits. So, I mean, really, that's the worst time to do it, because now you've got to sit with wing damage.
You've got to
do an
entire
entire 5.7 kilometers around this track, roughly. Like, it's just
it feels much longer than that in that situation.
Absolutely. So Wolfman's made a move on S-Spec, and he's now trying to chase down Matty Man. J-Rocket now. Connor up into P3. Oh, it's not looking good for Moggs. As for Zox, no, it's looking good for Zox. What's his name again? The guy that's leading the championship?
His name is Jules.
His name is Jules. But that's a long time. Anything can happen.
It is, but tentatively the championship leader's name is actually Connor.
It's actually Connor. In comes J-Rocket. So, there's the action happening. We got Matty Man chasing down Peanuts. And Wolfman has hugely benefited from that issue with J-Rocket. They were neck and neck. I think J-Rocket was about 7/10 ahead of Wolfman when Wolfman pitted. And now, I mean, the gap's probably going to be 10 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. It's going to be pretty big.
And there's going to be a lot of cars in between, importantly.
Yes. It's good for Wolfman's race. How's Wolfman doing in the standings? P6 coming into today. He's 23 points behind Tiho, who's in P5, who's currently sitting in second. Got another yellow flag in Sector 3.
I think that's confirmed stopping.
Poor confirmed. That's my fault. I take full responsibility for that one.
Oh, he was just... Oh, it looks like he was just aggressively getting out of the way there for the leaders.
All right, Reese on his two-stop strategy coming in. Lap 13. Onto the mediums.
I've just realized I've been muted for a very long time.
You have been.
Oh, I bet you delivered some of the best commentary of your entire life.
Is there anything that you wanted to restate that you said while you were muted?
Not really. You've said it all. Oh my. Matty Man's going for a move. Wolf Peanuts pushed out wide.
Reese is back out on the mediums in 6th.
So what's the pit delta here roughly?
Around 20 seconds, I think.
So Tiho, who started in 15th or 16th, currently leading. If he boxed now, he'd come out easily in 8th, potentially even in 7th. So his strats work pretty well.
He just got his car in the right spot at the right time, and that's unfortunately what some other drivers haven't been able to do.
And he'll be probably aiming for, what, lap 19, 20, 21 to box?
Yeah, something ridiculously late. Then you'll be able to most likely set the fastest lap as well.
I'd probably give him lap 20.
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah, I suppose he hasn't. They'll be fresh
Lower
softs,
fuel.
right?
I would.
Lower fuel.
You wouldn't want to leave it too late, because if you go sort of like 22, 23, you start to lose the benefit from, like, the hards can get you there, but you're eating into, or you're not going to make the most of those softs.
Yeah.
So you really don't want to wait too long. Sometimes you get into a mood, as I think Wobble Candy's had another moment in Sector 2, you get into a mood where you're like, okay, I'm saving the tyres, I can get out on the softs, I can smash it, and then you save the first stint too hard, and then you only use like 30% on those, on the softs.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd say, yeah, around that 2021 mark is best. But, you know, we've had plenty of times before where Tiho has gone against Guackle's advice and listened to Oreo, who has often been...
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Listen to Oreo, who's often been Tiho's race engineer. And I can't remember what track was that. Was that
Brazil? It was
Brazil?
Brazil.
And you were like, yeah, nah, box now, and he's ended up double pitting with Jules, unfortunately. But you can't predict that.
Oh, yeah, that's...
You can't predict it.
That's a dice roll now.
It's very painful. Trust me.
The only way you can avoid that is pitting without anyone else in the lane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Joe picking up a warning. Let's check out the penalties so far. Peanuts and Sex, both clean races. Zarko, Josh, and J-Rocket, all with no penalties. Everybody else has got at least 3 seconds.
Was Tier 2 this... Tier 2 was clean there without penalties, right? There wasn't as many in...
I genuinely
saw
can't remember anything other than a cat trying to desecrate
Oh,
the beginning
yeah,
of
that's-
my
It was fairly clean. There's definitely going to be stuff we end up looking at, I think.
Oh, Kiwi's
Oh,
had a
sure.
moment in Sector 3.
Oh,
That's unlucky for Kiwi. He's hit
Got
the
moves
wall,
happening
turn
up at-
12.
P3 here.
Yeah, so
Wolfman and Maddie.
Wolfman's been reeling Maddie in. What's the tyre
very
delta
close now.
difference? We've got Maddie Man on 13 lap old hards, Wolfman on 5 lap old
yeah,
mediums.
he'll definitely want to make
Oh.
the move soon.
And who's that in
Otherwise,
behind?
his
It's
tyres
Reese.
going to go to waste.
Reese has caught them both.
There you go.
Oh, Wolfman!
Oh, lots of lockups.
Wolfman went for a look and then had to get out of it, and Reese couldn't pick his spot, so he's fallen back. But Wolfman getting up the inside, that will give Matty Man DRS coming out of turn 12.
Ooh, corner cut.
It was close. Did he get a warning? Who knows? But Matty Man will come back at him.
Coming back.
Oh, he's not going for it. That's a wise move there. The tire difference. You can't do it. You want to, but you just can't.
Oh, Sax has made a mistake in that exact same corner you were talking about, and now Joe is all over the back of him.
Oh, it's very close into turn 6 or 15, and then 16 to the right-hander. Sex will have DRS at least. So Peanuts is getting eaten alive here, but he's still sitting pretty well in P6. Yet to box on those mediums. Here they go again. Oh, it shows a little wide, but I think he keeps it in bounds just. Inside line. Oh, late move dive from Sex. That was crazy.
Oh my god.
He makes it move. He makes it work somehow. Holy. Whew. As Reese is trying to make a similar move on Matty Man. Oh, here they come, 9-10. Reese goes around the outside. He's got the job done there. I mean, the delta's just huge. The difference there between 14 lap old hards and 3 lap old mediums. Matty Man's just got to try and keep up and hope that comes back to him a little later in the race. Let's go back to Peanuts and Joe. Joe now on the back of Sex as these two try to peel away from Peanuts, but also try to keep it clean. Peanuts will come in to box in the next couple of laps. So keep an eye on where he comes out. I think I did 18 laps on my mediums from the start, and it was at 77% on my front left. Joe making... He's looking. He's looking.
He's definitely looking. Oh, good run out of that corner.
DRS opens.
Sailing
Make
past.
the move.
No.
Oh,
They're
it's
side by
close.
side.
Sex doesn't want to give it to him.
There he goes. Sex concedes and folds in behind Joe there.
This isn't just the race for P6. It's the battle of the two drivers who wish they could have 69. And Joe currently
and whoever
has
wins gets it.
Well, I don't know that that's on the table because I don't think Joe wants to give it up. But I know that was Sex's number before he came into the league, and then Joe already had it. I love controllers boxed again. I think again. Let's have a quick look. No, he's first. Yes, there you go again. Onto the softs. Sex picks up a penalty. Oh no!
Just gets a bit too wide there.
So now it's Zarko, J-Rocket, and Josh who don't have penalties. Now my theory earlier about whether or not Connor and Josh were going to be working together has obviously gone out the bin because they're nowhere near each other.
Oh yeah, that actually happened. That happened on the first lap.
Oh, Reese.
Is he gone wide? He
no.
does! Does he keep it? No, he can't.
Did not pay off.
But he's still got DRS. So even though he touched the grass there a little bit,
Going
he's
for it
going to have
again.
another crack.
Oh,
a bit
what
of
a launch.
dive! He's gone wide though.
Very deep.
Oh, you just can't get it to stick.
He's not sticking that.
Looks like
Might have got a warning off a good
yeah.
movement there.
Unlucky. So Wolfman just staying clean, and it's working for him.
Got my eye on Tycho. Lap 19. You expecting him to pit around now? We'll see if he goes in.
quote unquote his whole plan for his hard to whatever he decides is the idea that he could just stay out of the way of all the trouble, and sure enough that has worked exactly into his hands.
Well, yeah. That said, when he boxes, it's going to drop him down a few, and
Yeah.
he'll have work to do. He's in the pits now.
Unfortunately, Jules, this has not gone to plan. Zox is in P2. Will be P1.
He's in
after this.
P1.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
When we heard the news that Moggs wasn't coming today, we thought, oh
We
no,
thought Jules
what a
had it in the
shame.
bag.
There's not going to be a battle for P1 and Jules is just going to walk away with it. Well, Jules decided, you know what? I don't like that narrative. I'm going to change it.
So unfortunate.
Reese
Tycho
manages to get past.
Back out in
Wolfman.
7th on the fresh softs.
On fresh softs.
Yeah.
He's going to
Depending
be
on how
a
long he's stuck
machine.
behind these, depends how if he can get past these cars reasonably quickly, he can definitely.
You've got to
impact-
say
I mean,
he's a chance for a podium. Surely.
Oh, for sure.
Surely.
Yeah, once he catches the back of Sex there, he's got 2 and a bit to clear.
So it's 16
Yeah,
The
like
cars
seconds.
are pretty close together.
16
Oh,
seconds the
no.
gap between Tiho and the leader. But I think it's only like maybe 6 seconds or 7 seconds between
Yeah,
P2.
7 between Connor and Reese.
Or who's just gone round
Oh,
there?
someone sideways.
It's Matty Man.
Matty Man.
Matty Man, who was battling with Wolfman before. I don't think he's pitted yet. Oh no, he would have, but he would have pitted early. Okay.
Bit spooky reminder that ghosting is definitely turned off.
Yeah, unfortunate. So Reese and Wolfman staying close to each other. Oh, what's
Connor
this?
boxing.
Connor's boxing?
The softs.
Interesting. A 2-stop strat. Oh, what was that? That was weird. He just teleported out of the box. Okay. Was not anticipating this. How interesting. The tyre wear must have been a bit higher than he thought. Alright, well, Jules. What does that mean for Jules?
Wow, yeah, actually, far out. That's dropped him right down.
How interesting.
Bang.
He's praying.
If he gets tangled up with Matty Man or Tiho, Jules could
Yeah,
very well
it's
still
very
keep it.
risky. I think, unless his tyres were primed to explode, he was good to cruise to the win there. Almost 8 seconds out ahead. Just Kiwi left the session.
I have to admit, I muted myself again. It happened again.
It happened again. Oh, look at the difference
That
in
was,
grip between Tiho and Sex. That was just... Oh, that... I don't even need to say what it was. You saw it on screen. That was incredible. Tiho now looking at Joe, who's only at 1 and a bit seconds down the track. He'll be smelling him. He won't have DRS now, but he might by the second DRS zone. So this could very well be... Oh, Tiho putting in the fastest lap of the race. 1:21.5. That's a great lap.
That's incredible.
This could be the last time we race here in F1 2020. But I imagine that they're not going to get the changes in for the track. So
No, it doesn't sound like it.
We might... There's a safety car! Oh, this is huge!
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Safety
That is
car!
not good if you're up the top there on old tires.
Yeah, let's have a look. So, we've got Wolfman and Joe on... Well, I mean, basically all of them on old mediums. This is going to reel Sex into Connor. So that gap is 7 seconds, but that's going to be nothing by the time we get to the restart.
That's incredible. Yeah, so Riz, Wolfman, Joe, Sex, all of them on the harder compounds that are a bit older. You don't want to box, you don't want to give up track position, but like, you're going to be a sitting duck.
Yeah, so it's more about like, how much do you think you're going to suffer? Like Matty Man, Josh, they have to box, surely, but the front three, if one of them gambles, maybe they all do, but it's tricky.
Pit.
He's in the box, yeah.
Is he the only one?
So is Wolfman.
So is Wolfman.
Wolfman's
And
in.
so is Joe.
All right.
Joe.
Tiho
Reese
back
also
into
just got a
P1.
5-second penalty for
Oh
speeding.
no, Reese!
So that's not what you want to
Oh,
see.
so's Joe!
Hey, Joe! Oh no!
Oh, wow.
He slowed
Oh.
right down too, and then he accelerated.
I cannot believe the whiplash we're getting.
Hey guys,
Wow.
look who's leading the race.
Yeah.
Connor up
that's-
to second, Tycho in first.
Oh,
he just
wow.
overtook the safety car.
Oh no, he's been
Oh,
disqualified! He's been
What?
disqualified from this session! Tiho
Oh my
is out of the
God.
race! What
I
happened
cannot
there?
believe it.
Oh no!
What happened?
He
Oh
passed the
my
safety car.
God.
He passed the
Did
safety
he
car.
not realize he was leading the race?
I think so. I think potentially he didn't realise that he was P1.
Oh, that's
no.
such a shame. After an
Oh,
amazing race from
no.
Tio.
That was huge. He was in the box seat for not just a podium, but potentially even a race win.
I can't believe it.
Oh my lord!
And
That
that's just
is-
handed that first
Oh,
podium place to
no.
Connor.
Wow.
At least now we've got Wolfman, Reese, Joe, Sax all behind. Peanuts. Everyone's on softs now, so it's going to be a
This
sprint
is-
to the finish.
Yeah, this is going to be racy. So like, Connor having boxed already picks up track position, but everyone behind him on brand new softs. Whoa. Wow, this is where were we recently? Azerbaijan, last two laps in the real F1.
Yeah.
It's going to be not the same, but a little similar.
Not quite so rushed, but yeah, definitely similar vibes. Only difference there is that there's a grid start for those incidents.
Indeed, which I love because it usually means it's going to be more racy because they're all sort of staggered and not in a train like this. So Zarko's probably going to be feeling pretty good there in P8. He's boxed onto the softs, and that 33 seconds that he's behind is going to disappear very shortly.
Yep.
Tiho was very confident for the win.
Oh, I can imagine. We were pretty
He
confident
was-
here, thinking that he'd be P1 or 2
Yeah.
after that. What a... Oh, that's just a
Yeah.
disaster. Wow, we've seen all sorts of things today. Nothing that we could have predicted. Jules into the wall, retired. Basically, first few laps, like he'd barely done anything.
Do we know what caused the safety car? Did J-Rocket just...
No,
It
I
seems
didn't
like-
see.
J-Rocket.
I think it was
Something
him.
happened to J-Rocket. I think
So unfortunate.
J-Rocket was turned around and Peanuts might have collected him at some point.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if Peanuts doesn't have any damage. Was he in the pits just now? Yeah, he would have been.
No, he's on 5 lap old softs.
Oh, so he hasn't boxed.
Yeah, so he boxed. I mean, he's picked up some spots by doing that, which is great. Matty Man
Okay,
is
interesting.
behind him.
Will the 2-lap difference between Zox and Wolfman's tyres play into account maybe towards the end even?
I think you might see a little bit early, but yeah, I think it's the end of the race where that's really going to come.
You've got to remember
play.
that these safety car laps will pad out the tyre life as well, so
yeah,
That's
but
true.
it's not
that,
die off quite so fast.
that super fast point of the softs is the first 2 laps. Like,
Yeah.
you lose that real
Exactly.
bite out of them almost immediately.
Also depends when Zox, under safety car, when he crosses that line, if he plans to, where would you do it? Would you accelerate straight out of the last corner, or would you wait till the line?
Well, if he's running the setup that I have, it's a 3-9 setup. So you've probably got to go late even and try and catch some snoozing. But yeah, who knows? It'll be very interesting to see. Has the call gone out yet? I don't think so. So I think we'll go one more. Oh, safety car in this lap. There it is. That's late. That's so late.
This could be...
He's going to have to go slow. He's going to have to. Surely.
They're absolutely condensed at the back there.
I think you've got to do a Bottas here. I think you've got to bring him as
Oh!
close to the line as you can.
Bit of contact there.
Peanuts picks up a penalty. He's gone. He's gone
There you
now.
go.
And there you go. He's picked up a
There
little
you
bit.
go.
Half a second. Yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do. Wolfman a little wide in behind. Let's stick with Wolfman C. He's getting chomped at the bit by Reese. Everyone in the top 7 have penalties. Josh and Zarko out the back there, no penalties. They may even pick up an extra spot here or there. So the gap is already a second. So Zox is flying.
Zox perfected that restart. No funny business. Not too much funny business. But he got them slowed right down so they couldn't take advantage of the slipstream down the straight.
Wolfman doesn't need to
napping.
stress too hard about Reese because there's a 5-second difference in the pit delta. In the penalty delta.
Oh, yellow flag.
Oh, a bunch of them picking up penalties. Connor's just picked up 3 seconds. So is Wolfman. So I was just saying, don't stress too hard, and he picks up a time penalty.
So where are we at for penalties then? There's 6 seconds apiece for Connor and Wolfman. 8 seconds for Reese and
has got 12 seconds.
Espec and Matty Man, both in the double digits.
So Josh and Zarko stand to gain a whole bunch because they're so condensed from the safety car.
That is
absolutely.
Those
Even Sex,
that much more.
Even Sex, he's at the back of this train, so there's a bit of a gap forming behind him to Peanuts. But if Sex can pick up a spot and stay, I mean, Sex right now is so close to winning the race just on penalties.
Yeah, far out.
So if he keeps it clean and doesn't let them get too far ahead, I think Connor's gone too hard too soon because he's already been pulled in by Wolfman.
That said, I don't think Connor's going to mind. He'll still be top 2, top 3.
Yeah, he just has to finish top 5, right?
Exactly.
4.
Apparently, Tiho said that the safety car didn't appear on his map.
Oh no!
Really?
So it's a desync. That
really
is
unfortunate.
Oh, Cody's. That's a penalty to Cody.
Yeah,
Masters.
that's
Penalty to Cody's.
Oh, sorry, Tiho. That sucks so bad. We were rooting for you here, man. Yeah, like surely the game tells you, right? Like you can't not know that you're meant to be behind the safety car, but gutted.
Josh already trying to make a move. It's all over Matty, man.
Yeah, he needs to not be too impatient.
I think that Peanuts is just not.
DRS is
It's
a
not
navel.
as quick as the people behind him.
Yeah, he's on much older tyres, so there's probably about 5 laps difference on those softs.
Oh,
there's
big touch
contact!
there.
Oh wow.
Josh barging through Matty Man there. Don't think Matty Man's going to be too happy with that.
It was pretty tight. It's now half a second to Peanuts. for Josh. Oh no, Sex! Don't do it! Don't do it, man! You were in the driver's seat! Ah, what a shame. Alright, well that makes that front six a bit more a bit more reliable on their penalties. But that's huge for Josh.
Yeah, Josh could still take away the win.
He's still only got 2 seconds. There's still a 2-second delta between their penalties.
Yeah,
so
but
Sex and Joe and
but he
Reese
had
up
3
ahead.
seconds less than Connor and Wolfman. If he could have stayed in touch, he could have won the race.
Yeah.
Josh goes past
There you go.
Peanuts. Makes that move stick. Josh could win this. He absolutely could win this with 3 laps to go. Or is it 2 laps?
Clear air in front now.
2 laps to go. The gap to 5th is only 3.5 seconds. And everybody in front of him has a minimum of 6 seconds penalties. Let's look at the
Don't count
deltas.
Wolfman out.
He's
Wolfman's
1/10
absolutely
over.
sticking to Connor right now.
Right now, Josh is 1/10 off winning the race.
Yeah.
So we could be looking at a win from 6th for Josh. Does he know this? Hopefully he does. And he stays clean.
I don't know, are these the kinds of math you're doing in the cockpit? Usually after a restart, there's a bit too much going on to think like that, is there?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I see these sorts of things. I try not to focus too hard on them. But you've got to know what you're in for, you know?
Yeah, you got to have a suspicion. But then they kind of just drive, don't you?
Reese now 2/10 behind Wolfman. They've both got DRS though. The DRS train bringing everybody along. Is anyone going to pick up any more penalties? Make this a bit more spicy? Hopefully not.
The only spicy move right now would be for Josh to get a penalty.
Oh, he just has to stay clean and not lose too much time, but not go gangbusters, you know? Oh, so close between Reese. Reese picks up another penalty. You could see it. He was just a little wide there as Matty Man gets past Peanuts.
There he goes.
Reese keeps thinking about making a move, but it's not close enough.
Alright, something's happening with Josh. He's fallen back a little bit. He's now 6.5 seconds back. Is he trying not to beat Cotter? They're mates. Anything's possible. Surely not. Surely.
Oh.
Yellow in sector 1.
Peanuts has lost it. And he's fallen back to P11. There's only 12 runners left. We've had 5 DNFs today. That's huge.
That is huge.
Wobble Candy picking up a time penalty. Oh, they're coming everywhere. So Wolfman's sitting pretty. If he keeps it clean, anything is possible. You never know. Connor could pick up a penalty on the last lap. It is the last lap. So there's only a few corners left. That snuck up on me. Here we go. Round the last corner. Oh, he goes wide, Wolfman. Don't lose it now. Across the line. They all come. We're going to have to wait and see. Where does Josh...
Gosh.
Joe picked up the penalty. Josh finishes P3.
So he picks up a podium.
Onto the podium. We've got Wobble Candy, Reese, Espec, Matty Man all coming through. And Peanuts at the back there. Oh, it doesn't pick up any more spots. And rounding out the 12th place finish, I Love Controller, who gets some good points. Outlasting and out-surviving 5 other drivers. Well, that's a new a tier 1 champion.
Wow.
Far out. What a race. That was jam-packed.
All over the shop.
All over the shot. So much action.
Josh just needed to be 6/10 faster at his last 3 laps, and he had a win from 6th.
The margin's so fine at the end there with penalties.
As I Love Controller does the styled finish by coming into the pits to end the race. But our podium, Connor, Wolfman, and Josh Sex on his return to Tier 1, picking up P4. And
What a
Joe,
race.
with a good recovery drive, he was outside the top 10, I think, as well. Into P5. Driver of the day, S-Spec. Who was your driver of the day? Chris, are you able to throw that link in the chat for people? I think it's in the description from YouTube, but Chris will dump
I will
it.
grab that for you all,
Twitch.
friends.
And our podium sitter, the winner of race 9, is Connor Quirk, who also manages to pick up the trophy from 3rd place. And he's the champion of the OCE Racing League. Congratulations, Connor Quirk. There he is, with 6 seconds of penalties. Who's Eric Bashford? What is this? So Wolfman in P2. That's a great race from Wolfman. He will pick up P5. Could even get Joe in P4 in the championship. That'll be tight. We'll have to check that out. Josh Harris in his first race picks up some great points there with the 3rd place. Sex, who did race the first 2 races. There you go. So he was P18 in the championship. Picks up some great points in P4, so welcome back, Sex. Great to have you back. Joe, the ever-consistent Joe, had 1 DNF for the season. Finishes in P5 after his win at Canada and then 12th at Belgium. So much better outing there from Joe. Reese, who's only been in the league a couple of races, has had a great race there in P6. And Zarko on his debut in Tier 1, picking up P7. A great race from Zarko from 12th on the grid. And you can see there why S-Spec was your driver of the day. P17 to P8. And Wobble Candy, Matty Man running up the top 10. What could have been for Tiho? What could have been? What a shame. We certainly expect it would have been close. And that's pretty shattering to find out that was a game bug. That absolutely sucks. And we're very shattered for him. And for Jules, unfortunate to have it all come undone. Consistency was key. He had 1 win for the whole season. 4 times he came second. A 4th and a 5th at Canada and Belgium. And he DNF'd at China. And unfortunately, the DNF Dragons struck again at Australia. His home race. The one that he was expecting to do really well at. But that's that. Unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. We'll get into our race interviews. We'll bring in whoever is keen, including hopefully our race winner and our championship winner in Zox, who's here. Let's bring him in and say congratulations, my friend. Oh, he came in and then he left. Oh, no. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Zox,
wait, hello?
Connor Quirk, congratulations, my friend. You've won Race 9 and the championship. You are the champion of Tier 1 OCE Racing League. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was a bit of an eventful race.
It was. Yeah, I'm very confused.
We saw, obviously, like, lap 2, Jules, into the wall, DNF. How were you feeling at that point?
Well, I was really hoping Josh would just hold up goals from the start, but he spun, like, instantly.
Was that the plan coming into today? Were you like, okay, he's going to go the alternate strategy and try and slow him down?
No, we were just, like, playing earlier, and he was actually good. He wasn't spinning every 2 seconds, so I told him to come. And then he joined and spun.
So was that his first race on the wheel?
For a league race, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, that happens. That's okay. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Jules, man, do you wanna say anything towards the champion? It could have been you, but it wasn't. Unfortunate for you, Jules. But you still had a great season, mate.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been a terrific season. I didn't actually think I'd even finish in the top 2, to be honest, from the start of the season. So, well done, Zox. Well done.
Thanks.
Sounds like Jules is holding back tears. Sorry.
I am very disappointed in myself, to be honest.
Yeah, that was very unlucky.
Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame, but you know it shows you how much of a knife edge you can be, and it's small margins sometimes. It might look like it's written in stone,
There was
but
not a lot in it
yeah.
all season, really.
Who thought that? Who thought that would be Zox's championship at the start of today? I don't think any. We certainly knew it was a chance, but mathematics wise, it was always a chance. But wow, what an end to the season. And of course, Tiho, absolutely gutted for Tiho. He was looking great for, if not a race win, at least a podium. And that absolutely gutted to hear that was a Cody's penalty.
Very unfortunate.
But that's that. Oreo,
Yeah.
What were your highlights of the race?
I mean, everything. There was such a crazy race. There's constantly action, constantly problems. How many did we 2 VSCs and then the safety car or something like that?
I don't know about 2 VSCs, definitely
Wasn't
one.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a lot of retirements, and it was just a non-stop action.
Yeah. And what happened there with your tyres as well, Zox? Because we saw you box early, which was a nice cheeky box under the VSC to get on those hards. But did they run out on you?
No, they were like 50%, I think. And then I was like, I don't know if they're gonna make it like with the pace by the end. So I was just like, I'm just gonna play it safe and went softs. And then when the safety car came out, I thought that was just gonna screw my race, and I wouldn't get the track position. They'd all have fresh tires.
And then everyone boxed.
Yeah, which is good.
It ended up making your race.
The
I was
seas
perplexed by
parted.
your choice to go in.
Yeah. Like
What was
sometimes
happening
you
so
gamble
late?
And it comes.
Yeah.
Slow. Sorry, say again, Chris. What was what?
What was going on? Was your strategy a 2-stop the whole time?
Originally it was just gonna be a 1-stop, but I didn't know if the hards would make it.
Man, I
I
would have
didn't
been
want to
wrong
risk it.
nice. All you had to do at that stage, it seemed so easy. It seemed so in reach for you, and
Yeah.
that late box really spiced things up for us, at least for us watching.
And it worked out, didn't it?
Yeah, I was very lucky with the safety car. And then, yeah, I'm really confused with Tiho.
Yeah. So apparently he just didn't get told on the in the game. He didn't see the safety car. He wasn't there.
Oh, okay. And he just like passed it and it disqualified him.
Yeah.
Ah.
Which is just absolutely guttering. We thought
just
like maybe he
unfortunate.
just maybe he was just so shocked because everyone in front of him had boxed that he was just like, oh what, I'm leading? But no, it was a bit of a Cody's mistake. I'm just doing the title or the results in the background. I just want to see exactly where this all plays out in the background. Is Wolfman here? He is. Awesome. Let's bring Wolfman in to hear about his second place and a really solid race there, Wolfman. Well done on P2.
Oh, thank you.
Congrats, man. Bit of a recovery drive after the late drama from Tier 2, and I think you've really solidified your place within Tier 1 now.
Yeah, it was a good drive. Yeah, it was a good drive. The safety car made things a lot interesting at the end there.
Yeah, how did it feel? Was it a bit spicy to race for the last few laps?
Yeah, it was. I was giving it everything I had.
Oh, good
I
job.
was hoping that Zox would pick up another penalty, but he never did. So I'll take second.
Yeah, at one point we were looking at the potential of Sex coming through because he'd only got 3 seconds of penalties, and then Josh didn't have any penalties, and everyone in front of him had a minimum of 6, and he was bloody close. He almost got you all.
Yeah, it was a good race.
That's great, and no rain, of course. Is anyone surprised by that? Not me.
No.
Exactly. It's always Tier 2 that cops the rain. Chris, did you have any highlights that you wanted to chuck out there?
Nope.
No? Too much?
Oh, so much happened. It was just non-stop. Every time you thought you could sit down and have a breath, someone spun, or a safety car came out, or someone boxed.
Yeah.
Eventful. Completely eventful.
So, after the... Oh, who got fastest lap? Was that Reese? Who managed to hold
I
it?
think still held on to that.
Ah,
at the
Tiho.
end.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so Tiho gets the 3 points for that, even though he DNFs? I assume so.
We might have to might have to think about that.
Yeah, not sure. Right, so the champion on 371 points, Zox, Connor Quirk. Congrats. Jules comes home in second, 345 points. Moggs in third, 339 points. Joe in fourth, 264 points. This is all provisional, of course. Wolfman in P5 with 240. Tiho P6, 211. His first DNF. Like he raced 8 of the 9 races, and it was Codemasters that decided that he wasn't finishing the last one. Wobble Candy in P7. I Love Controller P8. Window, who couldn't make it today. Unlucky Window. Hope you get better soon. Apparently he's got a concussion, so probably not best to race. But Window in P9, and J Rocket, unfortunate to DNF today, but rounding out the top 10 for the season. So the provisional results will hit you guys up with the actual results and the final results in the next couple of days. Chris, it's been a pleasure, my friend, to go through season 3 with you. Oreo, thank you for joining us as well for today. Our next season, Chris, do you want to walk us through when the next season starts? Tell everybody about it.
Let me pull up my announcement from earlier.
Oh, you got to read your own announcement.
15th of August is currently the start date of the next season. That's what we've got scheduled. No track list or anything yet. Probably a similar length to this season. So 9-10 races thereabouts. And it'll probably be the last one to take us through to the new year. So the last full season of the year.
So about 6 or 7 weeks, and then we'll be back. Of course, the new game comes out between now and then, so we're still yet to decide whether that's going to be on the new game or the old game. F1 2020 or F1 2021. So who knows? That could have been the last race in F1 2020.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What a way to end it.
Jules,
What a way to end it.
Jules could have finished the whole thing out with a bang.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jules.
Would have.
Oh.
All right. Well, congrats, everybody. Well done. It was a great season. A great finish. Nail biting till the end. And we'll be back in a fair few weeks. Of course, stay tuned for some of the off-season events that we might be holding. But otherwise, we'll see you in about 6 or 7 weeks. Goodbye, everybody.